How's it going, Eli? King was in here talking about how you and Matt were working out on the mound just a little while ago here. First off, how'd that go? And then, he said that you guys may have found something that was kind of going wrong. What are you guys kind of looking for right now to, get back to where you want to be?
Yeah, at this point of the season, a lot of minor changes happen to your body, happen to pitch grips, happen to all sorts of things, and it's kind of obviously in the last 3 weeks hasn't been going great, but we're working on some things and trying to find what's going on, and we think we're onto a little bit of something. We'll see, obviously, everything changes when a hitter gets in there. So at this point, we're just gonna try and work it out and do whatever we can to get as many outs as possible.
I guess for either of you, kind of what's been the mentality the last 2 days since the Georgia series, and do you kind of like the way this club has responded from that weekend so far?
Yeah, we've been staying together all year. We've had our ups and downs, so kind of just have each other's backs is kind of what we've just been focused on. Not really worried about any article or news or what anyone's saying, because it honestly doesn't matter. It's what's in that locker room is what's going to get us where we want to go, and that's what we've kind of been focused on.
Like he was saying, this is kind of the game of baseball, obviously. These weekends happen. It's bound to happen. You're going to get swept, whether it's at home or away, and this weekend we happen to run into probably the hottest team in the country. They're hitting better than anybody in the country right now. But it's one of those things in the game of baseball. You're going to get knocked down, but it's a matter of us staying together and not getting too beat down by it and going out there and winning more games.
And Eli, to expand on that a little bit, is the leader of the pitching staff, is that the message you kind of convey to the guys around you, or how do you approach things with the rest of the staff coming out of a weekend like that when it felt like everybody struggled?
Yeah, obviously it's hard, but everybody in that locker room is here for a reason, and that's what we preach to guys, and everybody's good at something. Everybody's not good at other things, and we try and keep everybody on a level plane and not let them try and do more than what they can do. Obviously, it was hard. We gave up a lot of runs early in games, and it's hard to come back for that. We hurt our hitters. It's harder for them to hit when we give up runs early in games. So we're just going to try and minimize the big innings and get guys back to where they need to be.
Yeah, Eli, you mentioned how well this team you're about to go up against is playing just as a competitor. Does it excite you when you're looking for an opportunity to bounce back and make a splash at the end of the regular season that is the competition you get to go against?
Yeah, these are the weekends you live for. We're going up against a number one team in the country. Obviously, we're a really good team too. So we're ready to compete against anybody in the country. And obviously, this is the last week in the regular season. After this weekend, it's a brand new season. Everybody's kind of revitalized just by the thought of the postseason and getting one step closer to the end goal.
Blake, you faced a couple of these Tennessee pitchers in the regional last year. Is there anything you'd take from that in a mental notebook, or is it just kind of a clean slate?
Yeah, guys develop year after year, so try to just go in there with a clean mind and not try to do too much. We've got a lot of really good hitters, and they have a really good pitching staff, and it's going to be a really good matchup, but kind of have that memory bank there, but don't try to dig too deep into it and just kind of have a fresh start and face these good arms.
Eli, going back to Friday for a second, you're 2 2/3 through that start. Everything seems seemingly going well, and then you give up the hit. What kind of changed for you out there? Was there anything that you feel like you can attribute to just what kind of changed as your outing went on?
It's hard to pinpoint anything specific. Obviously, I threw great for those 8 outs, and stuff kind of piled on after that. And early in the season, I was, much better, limiting the big inning and leaving runners on base. And as of late, I haven't been great at that. And obviously, that's something we're working for, and we're trying to find something that works, whether that's physically and in my mechanics, mentally. We're doing everything we can to limit those big innings and continue to get deeper into games for the team and get more outs for the team so we can win baseball games.
Blake, obviously this team wants a chance to play baseball here again at Founders Park. How difficult is it when that big picture is looming to stay focused on the game that's right in front of you?
Yeah, we're just trying to take it one day at a time. Obviously, we really want to have more home games here and more games at this park because we love playing here. But, we can't think too much into that because we do have a really good team this weekend. And we got to just go take care of business day by day and one game at a time, and it'll take care of itself.
Got one for both of you. I'll start with Blake. What's it like for you hitting between two All-Americans with Petrie and Messina, and what does that do for your confidence when King trusts you to be in that 3-hole there?
It helps my confidence a lot, but at the same time, those are two of the best hitters in college baseball, and just trying to pass the bat and just keep things going between those two, get guys in scoring position, doing whatever I can do to help them out because they can really swing the bat. And, I'm not trying to do too much, whether that's a bunt, as you've seen me do, or, just move guys over, just whatever I can do to help them out because they can really drive in runs and do damage.
And then for Eli, for when you're pitching well, what does a good quality outing look like for you? Like, what's some of the things you're looking for when things are going well for you on the mound?
For me, obviously, it's I try and get an out within the first 3 pitches, minimize that pitch count, and try and give the team as many outs as I can, and limit damage. Obviously, I try and be fairly good at that. As of late, it has been great, but when I'm at my best, it's limiting damage and keeping our team in a position to win the game.
Blake, you ever had a bunt double like that one you had on Thursday?
I have not. I don't really know what they were doing. Coach Lee just told me to get it past the pitcher and move the guys over, and got lucky. But yeah, that was pretty crazy, and glad it went our way.
It was funny. He went up to the box and he was stepping up, and I looked to my right, and I forgot who I said it to, but watch it. I said, "Watch this. He's about to find an infield gap right here," and he did.
Anyone? Got time for one more? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.